the airport now. I'm boiling hot. My back already hurts, but everything made it, and everything's checked. Or not checked, but like okay to be a carry-on. So I'm just gonna sit here and kill some time, and then probably eventually get something to eat. What time is that? Oh. I missed my flight. Okay, I don't think I ever actually described like what happened with my flight there. So basically I had 3 flights. One from Toronto to the Azores, that was fine. Azores to Lisbon, also fine. I had a very short layover in the Azores, but the airport's tiny, so it wasn't an issue. And then my layover in Lisbon was like an hour, and I get there, we're like a little bit late, but nothing crazy, and things are taking like a little bit longer, but I'm not really worried about it. And then when I walk out of the plane, there are no signs for like connections, like literally anywhere. And apparently my parents were saying online, like a lot of people complain about this in the Lisbon airport, that it's like made to fuck with you. I am just following the route. Like I actually don't even know where else I would have gone. So I'm just following everyone else. And then I end up walking to the baggage claim. And by the time I'm in the baggage claim, I am therefore out of like security. Like I'm in the general public area. And so everyone's like telling me, I'm asking all these people where to go, and everyone's telling me different things and da da da. Basically, the kicker was that I had to go through security again. And so I'm waiting in line for security as I'm missing my flight. So then I missed my flight. And then I was waiting at like the TAP airline things, but it was kind of confusing because my flight was booked through the Azores airline, but it was a TAP flight. And so I wasn't sure if the TAP people would be able to do anything. So I waited in line there for like a while, like calling my parents. They're trying to like get a hold of the airline, and it's not working. And then finally I get to the counter and I'm like, I missed this flight. Like, I don't know if you can do anything, but the Azores airline office is on the other side of security. So I didn't want to do that first. And then she was like, I can't get you a new flight, but it looks like you're already booked on another one. And I was like, So then turns out I was booked on another flight to Amsterdam, and then Amsterdam to Copenhagen. I made it. Copenhagen, here we are. Is the subway or the metro here is nice. I'm gonna talk for a bit. What a day. It's been over 24 hours since I left home, and I'm in the final stretch. I'm just gonna walk to the hostel. It's 400 meters. Major deja vu. I think it's because it reminds me of Amsterdam, but I've obviously never been here. The hostel, there's a bar downstairs, which I knew, but I forgot about the implications of that. So there were police outside. Anyways, it took forever to check in, and then I just took a shower. I don't even have soap, but I felt so disgusting I needed to rinse. So that's what I did, and now I'm gonna go back into the room where I can't talk, obviously. Alright, just finished brunch, I guess. That place, very cute. I had no idea I don't know what tipping culture is here, so I tipped like I would in Canada, and I had to get out my calculator. I'm walking down Istedgad. Yeah, that brunch was so yummy. I tipped. I have cramps and it's kind of cold. So I think my vibe now is I'm going to walk this cute street, stop in places if I feel like it. Eventually make my way back to the hostel, get an Advil, get my scarf, and get, like a cute store. I literally have no room to bring anything home. I literally have no room. I wish I should have thought about this. Also, oh my god, the button on my pants that I used to like make them fit, broke off. Like it literally just snapped in half. So that's awesome. Yeah, my pants will just be folded for the rest of the trip. You guys, shout out to that place for letting me use their bathroom. There was a code, so it was probably just for customers, but I felt like I was literally gonna shit my pants. Thank God for that. Now I'm back to the hostel. I'm seeing that there's a Starbucks there, and I'm kind of curious because I think some coffee. No, I'll do this later. I want to see if my discount works. I think it does, right? I'm gonna ask Anna about that. I'm back in the hostel now. I'm back on the toilet. It's just that kind of day. My stomach kills. Anyways, I'm gonna take Advil and all my supplements after this. So hopefully I can rally for later. Guys, the street I'm walking down, so cute, right by my hostel. It's technically the street my hostel's on, I think. Going out. I'm gonna go to Nyhavn. That actually sounded kind of right. That's like the classic strip that people think of when they think of Copenhagen, along the water. And then if I'm feeling up to it, because basically I was having really bad cramps. Right now, it's not so bad, and I just realized I didn't bring my Advil with me. Anyways, Gerry's gonna call soon and talk with me while I walk, because I might end up walking all the way to the Little Mermaid statue thing, but that's like a 45-minute walk, so like we'll see if I want to do that, and then I'll probably take the subway back. I seem to be in a Times Square, not a Times Square, like a town square. I don't know. See that thing behind it? Don't look at the construction. The palace is on this island that's like carved out to look like a star, which is so fun. Anyways, back to my college year. You're missing out on so many videos because I'm calling him, but I'll put in pictures. They looked bad in pictures. And I'm in what I thought was the palace. Not the palace. It's like a kind of like a war memorial thing, but like not just for one specific thing. It's for like everyone that's ever fought for Denmark. See? Anyways, they have toilets in here, so I just went to the bathroom and changed my Diva cup, because I can't really I can't rinse my Diva cup in the hostel because the sinks are outside of the stalls, and I just like don't need to get caught rinsing my Diva cup. I also saw the Little Mermaid statue. Alright, I sat there for a bit trying to figure out where the heck to go for dinner, because I was gonna go to Nordhavnen because I read that it's like a super cool neighborhood and it's a bit out of the way, so I just wanted to make sure I like had a destination. And then 2 restaurants that I wrote down in my research, one of them was closed at 6, and then the other one is like expensive, and it's like a tapas style sharing plate situation, and I was like, ugh, I don't know about that. So then I looked at the list that Jamie sent me, and a lot of them are in this one neighborhood that I think I'm going to go to for dinner tomorrow because it seems really nice and there's a bunch of good food options. Oh, also, a couple things. I'm in a way better mood now.
And what's helping with that is I'm listening to music so much better. Like, I've kind of been really into like 5 songs right now, and I'm getting sick of them, so I can't do this forever. Also, remember how the button on my pants broke? Yeah, it sucks. I've rolled them over 3 times, so now they're like mega low-waisted. And they keep falling down. And I know that there's a Zara near my hostel, and like, fast fashion bad, but like, I need a belt. You guys, that stand and countdown means keep standing for that long, not you have this long to walk. Oops. There's so much beeping and you have to go. It's so stressful. Didn't fart. This area is also giving me deja vu for, I think it must have been Amsterdam. Amsterdam in my memory has like I have so many memories from Amsterdam. To be fair, we were there for like maybe one of the longest times we were anywhere other than Paris, but I was sick for Paris. Anyways, but also like there are so many different areas that look so distinct and different. Anyways, this area reminds me of when we went biking, I think in Amsterdam Nord, and we were in that like residential area, and I think we got kind of lost. Yeah, I feel like I'm there again. I'm in the mood to talk because there's like not many people walking around me, and I can't do like my daily recaps like Gerry said in my hostel room because I can't really film in there, and there's like always people around. When I'm in Oslo though, you'll be getting that. You'll get a whole hotel tour. I like briefly talked to a couple of people in my hostel. One girl, she's from Lithuania. She's just here for a couple days. She's never been here before. And there's this other woman who's like older, like mother age, and she just got here today, and she's just on the go. She's like, I don't know how long I'll stay here, but I've only got the one night for now. And I was like, what a baller. And just talking to them, like I was not feeling it this morning. I was like, ugh, like I wish I had people to talk to, and like I'm just so not outgoing, so like I don't know. There's like a solo travelers night at my hostel's bar. I don't think I'm gonna go, and I'm gonna blame it on the cramps, but like realistically I probably wouldn't go anyways. Who knows, maybe I'll have a drink with dinner and then feel differently. But yeah, I just need to talk to people, and so that's the thing, that solo traveler tip. Also that's weird maybe. Solo traveler tip, talk to people. So far, don't want to do another solo trip. Walking up to the palace now, yeah, maybe a bad time to go to the palace. I mean, I knew it was closed, I wouldn't be able to go in, but like it's not even lit up. Like I can't even see it. Like, bro, it's spooky, I guess, but it's not palacing. Wow, guys, look at the beautiful garden. The palace is honestly low-key small. Like, there are a lot of grounds, and this garden seems to just be like this one walkway. And then the palace itself, can you see? See, it's just that. Kind of small, kind of lame. It's my favorite time of day to walk through a city because I can see into everyone's windows. It's so fun. Like, oh, also all the apartments are so nice. I am going to look up how much rent costs here. Sorry I keep doing that. I'm not going to stop because it's not something I consciously do. Just looked up tipping culture here. It's like only for exceptional service, and if you do, 10%. Yeah, those waiters who did actually the bare minimum at the cafe this morning, yeah, they got lucky. It's their lucky day. I'm having a weird case of I know peopleitis, or whatever I've called it before, where I keep thinking I'm seeing this one girl from McGill that I was friends with for like 5 seconds. But I think it's just because everyone here is like, not everyone obviously, but so many people are blonde white girls. You guys, Vinny Hacker jump scare, what the heck? Just walked by Naked Copenhagen, which seems to be some sort of designer, multi-designer store or something. And I think there's like an influencer event or like celebrity event, because everyone's like really fond of this one girl. But I didn't recognize anyone. Danny, Gani. doesn't that look like the museum station font? I know it's like the most basic font, but it's the same one. It looks exactly the same. I'm back at the hostel and I'm whispering because I don't know if there's someone else in here. And I'm just gonna watch YouTube and go to bed. It's so early. If I had friends, I would play cards, but I don't. So, also, I'm gonna take off my mascara because I feel a sty growing on my eye. I was gonna say on my ear. That would be wild. There's an alarm going off. Anyways, I finished getting ready and now I'm leaving, I guess. Well, I didn't quite finish, but what a lovely way to wake up. Okay, so I guess there was a fire, or someone just pulled the fire alarm, which I feel like is probably more likely. All I really else wanted to do is take my time and put on some mascara, but I put my mascara in my bag. I filled up my water before I left. Like, none of the staff up there cared. So I was like, it's not really an emergency then. So, anyways, now I have to go to a bakery, hopefully to get a Danish. But when I looked up, like, Danishes here, like, nothing really came up. Like, what do they call them? Because all the pastries in there are Danish pastries at the end of the day. Alright, this is what I got from Anderson Bakery. It's like a cheesecake blueberry situation. This and an iced oat latte, $19. I'm going to Freetown, Christiania, which is like a commune place. I don't know. Seems interesting. Let's see. Being across the bridge over here, I'm seeing like things for the first time. Like there's a gas station up there, first one I've seen, which I didn't even realize. It's a lot more residential, even though this is a Deloitte office. See? Yeah, it's a different vibe over here. Much more, like the buildings are nice, but they're less like old Europe. Like they could be anywhere, would they? No. Like that. Like, yeah, it's just kind of a normal building, but like that wouldn't be in Toronto. It's too nice. I figured it out. It's giving Mississauga, which is like actually the hugest insult to this neighborhood. But like not actually, but like it's got like big box offices and like apartments that are probably cheaper than on the other side. I was gonna say the mainland. I don't know if I should go that far, but like there's a Starbucks in there. I'm actually kind of surprised. Like there's a Starbucks inside a gas station. I didn't realize it was so common here. Like I guess I thought it would be more of like a novelty, like American kind of thing. I keep thinking about the absolute horror that was our Amsterdam hostel. Oh my god. The fact that the bathroom was just like this one tiny room, which also the shower, which had like no like edge to block the water from just going everywhere, and it was just in the room. Like if I was staying in a hostel like that right now, I would actually die a little bit because this is nice, look at this. Because I gotta take a dump, and especially yesterday, like I literally hid in the bathroom and talked on the phone for a while, but also to let out, oh my god, have I even told you? Since I'm on my period, like full-fledged, like this is I guess kind of like my second/third day, but or maybe it's third/fourth, anyways, whatever. I am really gassy, and obviously I don't want to like go farting away in the hostel room. And like the whole time I was there yesterday, there was a bunch of people there, and so I would like hold it in, and then my tummy started to really hurt. So then eventually I went to the bathroom and just tried to let it out as much as possible. Anyways, I wouldn't be able to do that in the other hostel room because people would be like, why is that girl in there for so long? And I'd be like, yeah, you have a point. Like, why am I in here for so long? Anyways, I'm reminding you of this because I gotta poop. And I don't know where I'm gonna go. I just gotta have this Freetown place. like that building over there, the green one. I am silly, and I am wearing my jeans again, the ones that famously the button came off yesterday. Yeah, I don't know. I could have worn any other pair of pants basically with the shirt I'm wearing like my Jean Paul Gaultier, my mom's old shirt. And yeah, I just decided to wear the pants that don't fit me. Anyways, when I roll them 3 times, it's not that bad. But then I just have like a tiny, oh, you can't, okay, well, you also have to take my word for it, a tiny bit of my stomach shows, because they're so low rise. I just gonna watch through, because honestly I wasn't gonna buy anything because I do not have room to bring anything home. And I'm not gonna buy weed and smoke it in there right now, especially right now for the bathroom, but like I probably wouldn't do it unless I was with other people, because if you didn't know, this is like it's like a commune where for some reason I thought it was like moneyless. It's not. Everyone in there is selling something, but weed, it's like technically not part of the EU, so they have weed in there, and like every single vendor is selling hash and joints, and I'm just like, alright you guys, I'm to the bathroom. I'm gonna do my mascara. I went into Joe and Juice because I was like, they'll have bathrooms, and they didn't have a bathroom. Like I was going to bed, they didn't have one at all. And then one moment. So now I'm gonna go to this like food hall thing, and hopefully by then I'm like hungry for lunch. Oh yeah, by the way, when I had to go into Espresso House, I had to buy something. I like zoomed right back to the bathroom and then realized there was a code, so then I bought this little like ginger shot thing. I don't know, I'm assuming, I mean, no, there was ginger in it. I know how to taste, but I can't read Danish, so I don't know what else is in it. Probably orange. Currently stuck in the middle of the intersection. I swear, it's like, it's walk, and then it just changes to not walk in like a split second. So I ran to the little middle part, but anyways, look at that. How nice. I gotta be real with you guys. Like, I'm not here to only show the best parts of my life. I was crying last night. Every single text that Gerry sent me, I was like, I'm sad. I don't want to be here alone. And don't get me wrong, I still kind of feel that way. But when I'm out and about, at least it's not, I don't know, it's not as bad. That's why I keep vlogging, because I get to talk. I don't know what that is, but I'm at my destination. There's like the food hall thing across the street, but look at where I am. Got an empanada, pulled pork. Back in the bathroom. I gotta piss now. That empanada was yummy and came with like that like herby sauce. I'm sorry. It is delish. Alright, now we are off to the Central Hotel and Cafe. And then I think if I'm feeling up to it, which I think I will be, I will go to the Frederiksberg Gardens. Guys, when I walked out of the bathroom, there were so many people waiting. When I got down there was no one there. There were 2 bathrooms, to be clear. But a bunch of people waiting, and I was like, oh, I hope you didn't hear me talking in there. I was talking my walking tour, and the girl from my hostel room, the Lithuanian girl, was Lithuanian. I feel like I said that weird. She was there. I feel like smiled. Yeah. So nice. There she is. I was literally gonna keep walking. I just thought the street looked nice, and then I found it. Gani down the street. Gani? Anyways, whatever. I think I'm gonna go in. Just because I feel like I should, even though I'm obviously not going to buy anything, even though I do really like those, like, buckle flats things, you know, shoes. There she is. Okay, I didn't go in. It was really small, and also, it looks like a different vibe than like the other Gaudis I've seen and the stuff I've seen online. I was like, I don't want to go in and then like the salespeople start talking to me and then like I'm obviously not buying anything, so I didn't go in. But you know what? I've seen it multiple times. For a while, and my mom was like, oh, you should like check out the train station today, so like you're fine for tomorrow. And I was like, that is a good point, it's on my way back. So I went in, and I just wanted to like gauge like, you know, where to kind of go, and also like, you know, sometimes they have 2 train stations. I just want to make sure it's the right one, even though I was pretty sure it was. So I asked this guy, and he was so helpful, and I'm really glad I went and asked, because he was saying that that train almost every day is canceled. Or not necessarily canceled, but like if there's any sort of traffic coming in to Copenhagen, then they'll, instead of stopping here, they'll stop in Malmö. And he was like, don't worry, because just make sure you come early. You can take a 15-minute train to Malmö. They run all the time. And then you can catch it there. If it is like that, just come back here, ask whoever's standing here, and they'll help you. And I was like, oh, thank you, sir. He was so nice. And then he was like, if it isn't canceled, it'll be down there. It takes a couple minutes to walk there. It's like a little bit of ways. And I was like, oh my God, you are an angel. Thank you. I'm so glad I did that. Go say grata. Go say grata. Yummy. Alright, I'm out. Bye-bye Copenhagen. I'm going to the train station super early because of, you know, stuff from yesterday. I had kind of a rough night, to be honest. I was walking around Norbro. I showed you the quesadillas I got. They were yum. But I literally could not find a single place to go because I was just feeling really insecure and lonely, and I was just like, everywhere I looked there was groups of girls who were skinnier than me and prettier than me, and I just felt like shit. After dinner I called Gerry for a while and walked, and I just cried, like, yeah. Hopefully I get over this. I think on the train I'm gonna write down in my journal some like reminders to tell myself, because I was reading in the solo travel subreddit yesterday. Not a tunacado. Banana bread. Low-key figuring out why everyone's skinny here. It's because that tiny ass banana bread, and it wasn't that small. It was a satisfying piece of banana bread. I didn't want more. But in an iced latte, it was $17 at John the Juice. My train isn't on the screen yet. She said it would be out there in about 10 minutes. And if it's not, then I gotta go to Malmö. So I'm really hoping it's just here.